It has been the story of the off-season, but finally, Tom Pidcock is officially leaving the Ineos Grenadiers and going to Q36.5. So I thought we'd look into our crystal ball just to see how he's going to get on at his new team. And to be specific, it is the Pro Cycling Manager crystal ball, of course, we're using today, and Tom Pidcock, as you can see, on his new team Q36.5. And at this point, I should say a massive thank you to the World DB and the guys there for sharing this DB with me. It is a preview of the 2025 season. You can see the likes of Hershey and Alaphilippe at their new teams, but of course, we're focusing on this man today. So without further ado, let's get into it. We have arrived at the 1st of January 2025. I'm on the squad screen, and as you can see, Pidcock is the best rider if we sort by evaluation on the team. No surprise there, but taking a look at his attributes, 79 medium mountain, 79 hill, and of course 84 downhill are the standouts so far. But let's keep a close eye on these and see how they develop throughout this season and future seasons as well. Now, important to note that Pidcock has signed a 3-year deal with Q36, keeping him with the team until the end of 2027. So we're going to simulate that entire 3-year time span in this video. So Pidcock is currently a 4-star rider, but he does have slight room to grow now at the age of 25 as a sprinter and a puncher apparently. So let's see if that develops in the way the game thinks it will. And important to note, his favourite races, Paris-Roubaix, Amstel Gold, which he won of course against Wout van Aert, and the Tour de France. But Q36 are not a World Tour team. So I'm not actually sure if Q36.5 and Pidcock are going to get the chance to ride the Tour in 2025, both in-game and in real life. But we do have some key metrics to keep an eye on throughout this simulation. So, Pidcock currently has 12 victories to his name. He started 3 Grand Tours, no wins of course, and started 7 monuments with no victories either. Will he win his first monument at Q36.5? He's also currently ranked 29th in the world individually, so some way off, of course, Tadej Pogacar with almost 12,000 points. Pidcock less than 2,000 so far, but I reckon he can climb the rankings as a pure leader for his new team. So without further ado, let's see how he gets on in Season 1. We have arrived at the 21st of October 2025, and already I can see that Pidcock has taken a jump this year. He's now a 4.5-star rider with 81 hills as well. Clearly, he is now one of the best punchers in the world, and he now has some room to develop as both a stage racer and a climber as well. Very interesting. 61 race days this season with now 19 victories. So he's won 7 times this season. And I can see he also has 1 monument victory to his name as well. Let's not mess around then. Let's see exactly how he's got on this season. So he rode the UAE Tour. He was 41st there, second on Jebel Hafid. Good result. We can forward on Trofeo La Guelia. He was 2nd place. Strada Bianchi, he was 4th as well. Let's see exactly who won that. It was actually Michał Kwiatkowski, former winner, ahead of Pogacar, De Plus, and then Pidcock just off the podium there. A pretty subdued Tirreno Adriatico for Pidcock, no big results there, and Milan-San Remo, he was outside the top 50 even, so not even close. But then as we head to Belgium, you can see his big result, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Tom Pidcock outsprints Tadej Pogacar to win the first monument of his career. I can't believe that. That is a crazy result, and what's a win for Q36. Already, this signing is worth it for them, surely. Now, crucially, as we head to June and July, you can see no Tour de France, no Vuelta as well in September, so no Grand Tour for Pidcock in 2025. He did win, though, a couple of one-dayers in Italy, a couple of hilly ones there, which of course he's going to dominate, you would expect. The Vuelta a Burgos, he won the Queen stage there. Let's take a look at who he beat on stage 5 to win this race. On Lagunas de Niella, he beat Higuita, Adria, Kelderman, Isaac Del Toro as well to win the Vuelta a Burgos as well, ahead of Isaac Del Toro. What a result. He won a stage of the Deutschland Tour, finishing 3rd overall there. And he also won the Giro del Veneto. Who did he beat though? He beat Magnus Sheffield, his former teammate. This is getting spicy already. And the other big result this season for Pidcock was 3rd place at the World Championships in Rwanda. No surprise, Tadej Pogacar won there, with Ben Healy second as well. Pidcock third, 35 seconds back, just ahead of Paulus Lazcano and Rafael Majka as well. But what a result. That is Pidcock's first World's Road Race podium in his career. And crucially, Pidcock now has moved up to the top 10 this season. Now with 3,500 points to his name, 800 of them coming from Liège-Bastogne-Liège, 600 more at the World Championships as well. And he is back in the top 10. Let's see how Q36 got on. Well, they're the 13th best team in the world right now. Obviously, Pidcock absolutely carrying them. 3,574 points. Their next best rider has just 600. His shoulders must be in pain already because he is carrying this team. Anyway, a quick look at the Grand Tours. Carlos Rodriguez won the Giro. Pogacar, no surprise, winning the Tour de France, with Mikel Landa winning La Vuelta a España. Van Wilder and Ayuso rounding out the podium there. Elsewhere in the world, it was Philipsen winning San Remo. Pogacar won the Ronda, and then he was second at Roubaix. Pogacar went to Roubaix in this simulation. Love to see it, with Pedersen winning his first monument. Of course, Pidcock denying Pogacar at Liège as well, and Remco winning Lombardy. So some interesting monuments here for sure. And I had to take a closer look at this Roubaix because Pedersen winning solo ahead of Pogacar, then Ganna on the podium. What a result. Interestingly, Q36 did come to this race, but if we go to the start list, no Tom Pidcock, so he wasn't even selected for Roubaix. Let's see if he rides it in future seasons. Anyway, I wanted to check out the transfers of Q36.5. Steph Craster's come in, good rider from Total Energies, and crucially, they are now a World Tour team heading to 2026. They only have 24 riders at the moment. Surely they'll sign a few more before that, but clearly, Pidcock's development has helped their team index and they are now a World Tour team. Love to see it. I've also noticed Dario Belletta, talented rider, signing from the Visma Dev team as well. This team is looking pretty good. And so that is going to definitely open up Pidcock's calendar into 2026. He'll get the chance to ride a Grand Tour. He'll get a chance to ride any monument he wishes as well. Let's see how he gets on. The 21st of October 2026 is now here, and oh my word, Pidcock is on fire. Can't see any massive change in his attributes, but he now has 30 victories to his name in his career. He had 12 before joining Q36.5. After 2 seasons, he has 30. This is a man on fire. 66 days race this season, and he is now the number 7 rider in the world with 2 monument victories to his name as well. Boy, oh boy. So he won a stage at Valenciana, also won the Coppi e Bartoli, winning 3 stages there, dominating that race. He won Indurain as well, and was second at Strade Bianche. Who did he lose to? Of course, it was Tadej. So he started the season on fire. Then he did go to Roubaix this year, finishing 13th place in that one, so still not quite the result he was hoping for there, surely. But then in the Ardennes, he was 7th at Amstel, 2nd at Flèche Wallonne, and he defended his Liège-Bastogne-Liège crown, this time out sprinting Vingegaard and Sivakov to win the monument for a 2nd consecutive year. Wow. Also noting no Tadej Pogacar in the UAE lineup as well. Clearly, he wants to avoid Pidcock. A nice 6th place at the Dauphiné for Pidcock. Let's just see who won the GC there. Of course, it was going to be Jonas Vingegaard, as expected. And that did lead to his first Grand Tour with Q36.5. And just skimming through these results from the start of the race, there's no stage win. He was 4th place on stage 16 and he finished 22nd overall. So to be honest, a pretty disappointing Grand Tour, I have to say. And like I said, Pidcock 22nd, over 20 minutes down on Remco Evenepoel, who won his first Tour de France with Quick-Step, just ahead of Vingegaard, and no Pogacar here either. And Pidcock's season finished strongly as well, this time 4th place at the World Championships held in Canada, Montreal this season. And again, Pogacar wins for the 3rd season in a row, matching Sagan's record. This guy's a bit of a beast, isn't he? Anyway, really cool podium with Vingegaard 2nd and Egan Bernal coming back to 3rd place. Would love to see that in real life. But Pidcock very solid in 4th place, ahead of his new teammate Stef Crass in 5th. And like I said, Pidcock now the 7th best rider in the world, ahead of Wout van Aert, Philipsen and Del Toro, clearly becoming one of the best riders in the world, with Pogacar still the #1 rider despite crashing out of the Tour de France and losing all those points to Vingegaard and Evenepoel. And Q36 now the #11 team in the world. UAE, they're coming for you, slowly but surely. Anyway, looking at the transfers, Q36 are set to remain a World Tour team. They did only have 24 riders in the World Tour last year, so definitely stretching their squad a little bit, but Stef Crass only stays for 1 season. He leaves along with Malicelli as well, only 1 season for him. But the big signing is Felix Gall, a pure climber, and definitely going to be interesting to see how he gets on alongside Tom Pidcock, with Sam Welsford here for the sprints. Quick roundup from around the world as well. Isaac Del Toro winning his first Grand Tour ahead of teammate Joao Almeida at the Giro. We know Remco won the Tour, with Carapaz winning the Vuelta a España ahead of Enric Mas. Johnny Milan wins a monument at San Remo. Pogacar wins the Ronda yet again. Wout finally wins Roubaix in 2026, with Pidcock defending Liège and Del Toro winning the Giro and Lombardia in the same season ahead of his teammate Pogacar. Not sure if I can see this result happening in real life, but let's see. Crass and Gall, the biggest transfers in and out of Q36, apparently. But Magnus Sheffield now at Movistar. You can see the others on screen here if you wish. Anyway, Pidcock's time at Q36.5 has been a huge success so far. Let's see if he can go even better in 2027. Can he make it a hat-trick at Liège-Bastogne-Liège? Maybe he can become a top 5 rider in the world, or even win another Grand Tour stage. And let's not even talk about the World Championships. Imagine he can go better than 3rd or 4th place and get a rainbow jersey as well. Let's see how he gets on in 27. Oh, this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Tom Pidcock is now the double British champion. His attributes I don't think have developed further despite that potential in stage races and climber. Would have loved to see that mountain or time trial go up. Also recovery as well, but only 4 victories this season, so not his best season. No more victories in monuments either, and he's now only 37 in the world. Tom, what happens? Let's dissect then this terrible season for Pidcock. He did get a stage at Valenciana early on, then went to Omloop, 17th there. Not really competitive at Strade Bianche either. He was 3rd at Amstel, and then 56th place at Liège-Bastogne-Liège, won by Sheffield, who now, like I said, rides for Movistar. And by the way, look at those attributes. Oh my word. And by the way, can't believe I forgot to mention Q36.5 and no longer Q36.5. Adecco is now the team that Tom Pidcock rides for, and they have taken over the sponsorship of Q36.5. So, hey, nice red jersey on Pidcock's shoulders now. Like I said, he's now a double British national champion, and then we head into the Tour de France for a 2nd consecutive season. 3rd place on the opening stage. 6th place as well, but I don't think we're going to get a Grand Tour victory for Tom, who was outside the top 20 again. And a repeat, actually, of the 24 podium with Vingegaard and Evenepoel 3rd place after winning in 26. But I have to say, I'm a little disappointed with Pidcock and the Adecco team now. Outside the top 25, just ahead of his teammate Harm van Houke, and Felix Gall not in the top 10 either. No charge for the green or the polka dots jersey either, so it's a bit of a nothing Tour de France again for Pidcock. And there was no miraculous Worlds victory here. It was in Bergen, and to be honest, a parcours that I would say suits him, but the game has it as a flat parcours. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure we'd see a pure sprint as the game predicts here, with Philipsen winning the rainbow bands. And in doing so, ending the reign of this man right here. Pogacar now well on top of the world rankings again, with Johnny Milan 2nd place. I can see Mads Mikkels as well rising into the top 10 as well, with Pidcock all the way down in 37th place. The worst year of his career at Q36, or Adecco as they're now called. And that shows in the team results as well. 22nd now this season. Pidcock's still their leading rider, but Felix Gall, Sam Welsford, they haven't really contributed as much as the team would have hoped. Checking out the transfers, Consoni is the lead rider leaving the team, and Robbie Heiss coming in from Lotto, a decent lead out. Jonas Rickard as well, a good lead out again and support rider on the cobbles, but no clear standout signing, with the youngster Daniel Aller joining the team as well. But Pidcock still, he is carrying the weight of this team on his shoulders. And if he does well, the team does well. If not, the team suffers for sure. Quick look at the Grand Tours overall, and again it's a repeat at the Giro. Isaac Del Toro beating his teammate Joao Almeida. Awesome to see Derek G on the podium, but I thought I was getting confused with 26th there, but it's literally the same result at the Giro. And the same can be said for the World Tour top two as well. Carapaz and Mas, again, first and second place. What is going on in this simulation? Binny won a monument at San Remo, and awesome to see Wout van Aert get the Ronde finally in 2027. Philipsen winning Roubaix this year, Sheffield we know won Liège, and Jorgensen winning Il Lombardia. And that's a Matteo Jorgensen now riding for UAE. He has gone to the enemy. Very interesting. And no surprise, because Joao Almeida has had enough of coming second at the Giro to his teammate. He's gone to Tudor to try and win a Grand Tour for himself. And crucially, heading forward, Tom Pidcock has signed a 2-year extension with Adecco, keeping him with the team until 2029. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we can call his stints at his team so far a huge success. 2 monument victories, both at Liège as well, a podium at the Worlds. I would have loved to have seen him compete more at the Tour de France and the Grand Tours in general, but anyway, he's definitely taken a good step in his career by joining this team. According to PCM, it's a good move, Tom. Well done. Anyway, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, guys, and let me know, would you like to see more of this simulation and see how the rest of Pidcock's career at this team gets on? Let me know if that's a video you guys want to see. Make sure you check out the socials in the description as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.